Hey, welcome back. It's kind of an exciting day today. Have made some pretty good progress here since I left off in the last video. So let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, oh yeah. Let's see what's going on there. All right, there it is. Now, I want to start off by saying first, this was in no way, shape, or form designed to be a show truck. This is a rock crawler that is going to get used, it's going to get damaged. So, with me doing part of the paint job myself, obviously I used inferior skills and inferior equipment. I asked my friend Dennis, who does all my painting for me, to basically work a miracle. Wanted him. I ended up taking the doors, the fenders, and the hood up to his shop, and I let him spray them up there because that little Prevol jar is the spray pattern is just way too small. It would have just been virtually impossible to get anything remotely good out of it. So I had Dennis shoot these for me. Now, again, just like when we did Gilligan, the Bronco 2, zero body work. I basically did all the prep work, which was subpar at best. So what we have here is a paint job that is sufficient in covering up the original baby blue. It'll preserve it fairly well, but you know there are flaws in the paint, flaws in the prep work, and I am fine with all of that. This is basically exactly what I asked for. So, yeah, the there are issues with like this fender. This was the new aftermarket fender I bought, and this thing fits like garbage. Like it's too short. Like I had to move the door forward, creating a terrible gap back here to try to compensate for the terrible gap up here. But this fender literally cannot go back any farther. This is it. It's like if you look, it's like the door, like the fender is short. So I don't know what the hell the deal with that is, but whatever. It is what it is. It seems to be the common theme of this build. So, like I said, this was the... So yeah, I'm kind of wondering. This is the fender that I found in the bed of a truck in a junkyard. And I'm wondering if there was a reason they threw it in the bed of that truck and sent it to the junkyard, because it fits like crap. Other side, this other new one I bought, not so bad. It's workable. The gap's pretty decent on this side. I think later we're going to go back and, especially this door here, we're going to touch it up because apparently whatever, I used a can of some direct-to-metal primer. There was just a couple spots I redid in the middle of this door, and then I hit them with that spray can of primer. Well, apparently the Leadfoot Gray paint laying down over top of it didn't agree with that primer, and it looks like it shrunk. So we're gonna have to, and it's really thin. I gave my painter not nearly enough product to do what needed to be done. So didn't get 2 or 3 coats, a good thick paint on there. So like I said, I basically asked for a miracle, and he delivered the best of his abilities with the crappy circumstances that I gave him. So I'm happy with the results. Because at this one door, we'll reshoot it later. Not a big deal. Hood, there's that. Turned out pretty good. I asked him to go light in the center raised part of the hood because I have an idea for a graphic that I'm going to do on there myself. So yeah, pretty excited. It looks like a truck again. And I've already started adding my little touches to it. Trimmed out the fender. So yeah, so this video, let's get started, man. Start throwing some stuff together. I have my ideas for the graphics for the truck. I'm gonna start playing around with those. I got a whole bunch of vinyl stuff off Amazon. I'm gonna be doing it all myself. So let's get into it, man. Well, decided to knock out some of the little details. Dug out some window trim. Got these all repainted trim black. Get these all on. And I decided, oh, what the hell. I went ahead and laid the stripes on the truck. Turned out pretty good. Not a big deal. That, like I said, that door, we're gonna have to reshoot that eventually, but I got plenty of tape left to redo this, so not a big deal, but turned out pretty cool. So that was the vision I had in my head, and I did the hood. Now, I'm no vinyl wrap guy at all. Was going fairly well until right at the end, this last corner I was doing, the damn squeegee I was using ripped the top layer of protective film on, and it like creased. Put a couple little creases in the black part there, but it's good enough. I have enough. I can redo it if I choose to down the line, but for now I'm gonna put it on as is because, you know, rock crawler. But anyway, it turned out pretty cool. I like it. I think it's gonna look real good on there. So I'm gonna get all this window trim on. We'll get the hood on. Once the hood's on, I can start lining up the fenders, get all the rest of that front sheet metal bolted up for good, and then we can call that done. And we are outside in the light for the first time. Looks pretty badass, I must say. Now, just got to get this thing on it. That doesn't suck at all. Okay, so now that we've seen the truck outside, seen what it looks like, go ahead and spun the truck around and we've pushed it back in the garage here. So let's take a look now and see what I got going on next. Okay, so truck is inside. Matter of fact, there is the bed cage. Almost attempted to sit it on here today with another buddy, but that's, believe it or not, that is too heavy for just two people. Gonna need probably 4 people to set this in place. Want to set it on, get it mocked up. I'm gonna make some changes to it anyway. So, truck's inside. Went ahead and, you know, gotta represent the club there. Class City Crawlers. Working on getting the limit straps bolted up to the front of the truck here. Got stuff like the hood shocks are on, hood latches are done, and for the first time, check that out. It's official. There it is. So yeah, got the hood. There it is. Quick latches are all on. That all turned out. Whoops, whoopsie, I broke my tripod. So anyway, yeah, that all turned out good. So yeah, there it is for now. Gonna finish up getting these limit straps on, get the front shocks on. That will complete that. I got the front bumper in here. I'm gonna clean up the bumper, paint it, get it mounted up front here, the lights on it. And then next is these rock sliders. I'm gonna get these all mocked up in place, clean them up, make some standoffs for them for the frame, because the bed cage does get mounted to those. So yeah, gonna get all this mocked up and on the truck, and it's gonna start looking pretty badass here really quick. So getting super excited. So anyway, I think, yeah, that's it. We're gonna wrap this video up. We'll keep it short and sweet. I think it's pretty good. She's painted, looking good. Looks horrible underneath these LED lights though. They provide too much light. But anyway, you know what, matter of fact, let's take a closer look at this cage. Have not really shown a whole lot about it here. Like I said, this was on my original Truggy. They cut it off the chassis, so it'll basically sit right back on this truck here, same exact way. So I'm going to be making some changes to it. That little expanded metal bulkhead. This truck, the old truck, had a rear-mounted radiator, so I'm not going to have that. So that bulkhead I'm going to eliminate, so I'll have a little bit bigger bed. These 4 tabs all here are going to get all cut off. I'm going to get a different idea for the tailgate. Those middle ones were for holding the spare tire down, but I only had a 35-inch spare tire. The 39 that I'm going to be putting on here is essentially going to stand up right here. So hopefully I can still have a line of sight directly behind me out the back window. Power tank is probably going to get mounted right here in this area. And over in here I'm going to make a mount. I want to have somewhere to set a cooler so we can reach through the back window, the slider, and grab cold drinks while we're going down the road or down the trail without stopping. There'll be new aluminum panels to fill both the top. These I'm going to redo. I'm going to have to make them longer, and I'll do those all in the lead foot gray to match it. And then obviously here's my mount for the high lift. It just slides right on the cage there. So that's going to look really cool when it goes on there. Trust me, it's going to totally change the look of this truck. That's it. We'll call this a wrap, and we'll pick up the next video. More likely, we will be doing the sliders and the bed cage, and like I said, then it's going to start looking, the whole vision will start to make sense. So very excited. So anyway, that's it. Short and sweet. Like it, subscribe, share it. Yeah, we'll catch you here real soon. Moving right along. Bye.